For many of my clients, one of the most challenging things that I ask them to do is to create a vision of the life that they would love to live and then write it down. Here's some of the excuses that I hear really often. First of all, my vision isn't clear. I'll write it down when it becomes really clear. Another one is, it's in my head. I think about my vision all the time. What they're really saying is that they don't understand that writing it down is really important, or that they believe that having it in their head and thinking about it all the time is just as effective as writing it down. And you'll see in a minute that that's not the case. Or I might hear, it takes a lot of time and I'm so busy, I just don't have the time to create or to write my vision. I'll get to it when I have time. And then that last one that I hear very commonly is, a written vision is so permanent. What if my vision changes? What then? If I write it down, then I'm stuck with whatever it is, and things change. So they hesitate. I can totally relate to every single one of these. Every single one of these reasons for not creating a vision or for writing it down. I get it. Life is busy. Our goals, our wishes, our dreams will change. And it does take time. But here's the rub. You can't live a dream that you haven't dreamt. And if you don't write it down, the chances of living that dream are much, much reduced, as you'll see in a minute. In the book, What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School, Mark McCormack tells us about a study that he conducted, or a study that was conducted, on the students in the 1979 Harvard MBA program, the master's program. In that year, the students were asked, do you have a clear vision, written goals of your future, and have you made plans to accomplish them? Now listen to these statistics. Only 3% of the graduates had written goals and plans to accomplish them. 13% had goals, but they weren't in writing. And a whopping 84% had no specific goals at all. Now, 10 years later, the members of the class were interviewed once again, and the findings, although somewhat predictable, were nonetheless astonishing. Take a look at these stats. The 13% of the class who had goals were earning, on average, twice as much as the 84% who had no goals. But listen to this. The 3% that had clear written visions, they were earning, on average, 10 times as much as the other 97% together. 10 times as much. Impressive results, wouldn't you say? The one thing that's not been mentioned here is that how often those 3% that had written goals actually reviewed and revisited their goals. This and a lot of additional research indicates, however, that simply having the goals in your head and thinking about them is better than nothing, but not nearly as effective when your goals are written down. Take a look at the statistics again. Let it sink in. Let it help you realize how important it is to not only create a vision for the life that you would love to live, but to write that vision down. And yes, it will change, and we can change it. A written vision is something that can be reviewed and becomes more effective because it's reviewed all the time. Every detail can be visualized and rehearsed over and over and over again. Your goal can be updated as your goals are reached and as the dreams become more expansive and as they change. A written vision is essential to achieving that which we desire. And a regular review of that written vision is an instrumental key in making that vision come to life. Making that vision come to life. So right now, before you go on to the next thing, go to your calendar, set and write down your goal as to when you will create your vision and when you will write it. And I ask you to set that because, and if you look below in the written portion here, I ask for a little commitment, and it says, I, Tracy Williams, will have created and written down the vision of the life that I would love to live by, and you fill in the blank as to what your date is, My vision will include the 4 domains of my life, my career, my relationships, my health and well-being, and my time and money freedom. I'm simply asking you right now to take 2 minutes to commit and set some time in your calendar as to when you will actually spend more time, because it is going to take a little bit of time. But look at the statistics again. You can see that it's well worth it. So here is to a written vision and the life that you would love to live.